There are a lot of smartwatches out there right now from countless brands. But what are actually the 5 best smartwatches that you can get right now? So today I got some watches from different brands such as Fossil, Huawei, Garmin, I got Amazfit, and I got Samsung. And every single one of these watches, I've covered them and did a review about it on my channel. So if you want to have a more in-depth look into one of these watches, I will leave some links down in the description below. Alright guys, as for watch number 1, I've got the Huawei Watch GT3 Pro. This one is the newest one on the list and it's also one of my favorites. Now, this one has the best battery life out of all of the watches that I'm going to talk about today. Now, on average, you get about 8 to 12 days. In my testing, I lost about 10% every day, which adds up to 10 days. Now, if you do run out of battery life, it only takes about 10 minutes to get you back from 0 to 25%, which equals 4 days. The next advantage that we have on the Huawei Watch GT3 Pro are the watch faces. I think only the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 can compete with the number of watch faces that you get on this watch. In the Health app, you have 7 different watch face sections with analog, hybrid, digital, and free watch faces. And a few more. If you want to, you can buy some for around 1 or 2 euros, but I bet everyone can find the right one over in the free section. That's where I have all of my watch faces from. Now, by long pressing on the home screen of your watch, you get to your watch faces, and if you look closely, you have a little settings icon below some of the watch faces. If you click that, we can start customizing this watch face. Depending on which watch face we are on, there are multiple things that you can do. You can basically change all of your display metrics like your heart rate, burn calories, sleep, battery life, music player, and so on. I personally like watch faces with a lot of metrics. Something that I have to point out on this watch is the offline music. So we do get offline music on this watch, but it's a little different. Huawei has its own little music app, which means that we cannot use Spotify, Deezer, or Amazon Music, which we get on a lot of other smartwatches. But besides that, you have to use Huawei Music. It's basically the same procedure. Go to the app, look for your jam, download the track or playlist, and sync it with your watch. And you can start your running workout and leave your phone at home. And as for last, the price. The base model costs right around 370 euros. And if you get the ceramic version, which definitely looks a lot nicer, this one will cost you right around 500 euros. Quite expensive, so let's skip to watch number 2. Now to my all-time favorite brand and smartwatch, which is the Garmin Venu 2 Plus. Now, some might argue that it's not a smartwatch rather than being a sport watch with some smartwatch functions. And I know where you're coming from, but believe me, it's more of a smartwatch. Even though I just said it's a smartwatch, we have the best activity tracking out of all of the watches that I have for you guys today. And it does not only have the best activity tracking, but also the best built-in GPS and heart rate. I've had this watch on my wrist for many GPS tracking workouts and it never failed me. It was spot on whenever I was out in the park or in some other places. And as I was comparing the heart rate to my chest band, they both gave me the exact same stats for most of the time. Not only do we get the best activity tracking right here, but we also get some other cool stuff, such as a voice assistant. Now, depending on which voice assistant your smartphone is using, your watch will use the same one. So by long pressing the middle button on the side of your watch, you will activate the voice assistant. And you can start asking her anything you want to. You can start workouts as well or even make phone calls. On the Garmin Venu 2, you're also going to find some health features that you're not going to have on any other smartwatch, such as the respiration rate, and you have a body battery, which basically tells you how much energy you will have left for the day. And you have a pretty good sleep tracker. This one tracks your SpO2 level during the night, movement, and your respiration rate, next to the other stuff like your sleep stages and your duration. As well as the price. This watch probably is the best on the list today, but it's also the most expensive. Right now you can get it for about 450 euros on the official Garmin store, but if you look on other online stores, you will probably get it for like 370, which is still pretty expensive, but therefore it's the best. Alright, another smartwatch which I really love is the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4. And I think it's one of the best known smartwatches in the world, right next to the Apple Watch. And with this one you get quite some features. So just like on the Fossil Gen 6, you have offline music via Spotify. So you can download all of your favorite playlists, tracks and podcasts right to your watch and you can listen to them offline. So all you need to do is in Spotify on your watch, select the track or list you want to download and then scroll down just a little bit and right there you can toggle on download. And straight away it will start downloading the whole playlist and like that you will never need your phone again to listen to your favorite tracks. So now you can just pop in your earbuds, leave your smartphone at home and start a workout and don't have to worry about anything. Everyone loves a custom watch face. And the cool thing about the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 is that it's pretty easy to customize them. You just have to open up the Galaxy Wearable app, click on watch faces, and right here you have a whole bunch of different watch faces that you can choose from. You have sporty looking ones, digital and analog watch faces, and the cool thing right here is that just about every watch face is customizable. All you have to do for that is click on the little customize button, and here we get something that is called complications, which basically just means it shows us a whole bunch of extra metrics. And there are so many different ones that we can choose from. You can even change the look of the hands and the color as well. Depending on which watch face you're on, depends on how much you can customize. But for most parts, you can customize everything on every watch. Now, a very cool thing is that you can actually match your watch face to the style of clothes that you are wearing, and that's pretty cool. Now, the Galaxy Watch 4 also has some health features that you're not going to find on any other watch on the list today, such as the body composition, an ECG scan, and your blood pressure. You can also take screenshots from your current watch face and send it to some friends or store it in your gallery. And you can control your smartphone's camera with your watch. Once I open up the camera app on my watch, I can see everything that my smartphone sees, and I can take pictures using my watch. So definitely check out the camera control app once you get your watch so you can control your smartphone's camera. Now, price-wise, this watch is very good. It only costs about 180 euros, which is dirt cheap for a smartwatch with that many features. The Amazfit GTR3 Pro is a watch that probably not too many know of, because it's not a big brand name such as Garmin or Samsung. But this watch is a great all-round smartwatch with only a cost of 180 euros. So this watch you get Alexa voice assistant, which works great, but in order to set it up, you have to open up the Zap app on your smartphone and connect your smartwatch to it. Over on the Zap app, you just have to scroll down a little bit and click on add accounts. And over here, you can add Amazon Alexa. Now you can ask Alexa anything you want to. Since this watch has 3 GB of internal storage, you can not only transfer music files over to this watch, but you can also download some apps on this watch. And you can even download some watch faces. You really have a big variety of watch faces to choose from, like analog, sporty looking ones, minimalistic, fancy, futuristic, or some with a bunch of metrics attached to it. Most of these watch faces are even customizable, so you can choose what metrics should be displayed, change the background or the style of the pointers. And next to the Garmin Venu 2 Plus, the Amazfit GTR3 Pro probably has the best battery life. On normal usage, you get about 10 to 12 days depending on your usage, and it only takes about 1 hour to go all the way from flat up to 9%. As for the last watch on my list, I have the Fossil Gen 6, and this used to be my favorite smartwatch for a couple of reasons. First off, like on the Galaxy Watch 4 and the Venu 2 Plus, you can answer or decline incoming calls and talk to your friends right on your watch. You can also use the dial pad to punch in any number that you like to, and if you don't know the number by heart, you can actually open up your contacts book and look for the contact over there. Now on all of these watches, you can actually receive a whole bunch of notifications, but only on the Fossil Gen 6 and on the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4, you can actually reply to those messages with your very own words. So if you want to receive a message, you can either reply to it with an emoji, you can write your very own text, or even use the built-in mic to let the watch write it for you. And after that, just click on send and you're done. As for the battery life, you only get about 1 day with the always on display mode activated, with the 24/7 heart rate and your SpO2 readings. But since we have 3 different battery modes, we can expand the battery life to a few days if we turn on the extended battery mode, and even longer if we turn on the time only mode, even though that turns off all the functions besides the time. The Gen 6 also has a cool small feature that if the watch drops below 10%, it automatically goes into the extended mode to save some battery life. And it only takes about 30 minutes to charge your watch all the way up to 80%. Pretty useful. And guys, that's already it for the video. I hope you like it. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, and click on the notification bell to never miss out on any new content. And with that being said, I'll see you next time. Peace.